Hello and welcome to lesson 3 of week 8. In this lesson, we are going to look at the collection module in Python. My name is Mildred. We have a module in Python that implements specialized container functions or specialized container data types. And we already have inbuilt container types that we use to store multiple values in a single variable, like the list, the tuples, the dictionaries. We can use different functions from the collection module to actually implement new containers, and some of them are functions we are going to discuss, and I'll leave the rest for you to research. So we have things like the counter, we have other dicts, we have default dict, we have chain map, we have name tuple, dequeue, user dict, we have user list and user string. Let's look at some of these functions and try to use them in an example. So let's count like the sequence of items in the list. We can use the counter function from the collection module. And so let's say from collection, we want to import counter. So counter is what we want to use. We'll say my items, for instance, is the list we are going to create. And let's create these items to be a list of different brands. So let's say we have Gucci, we have Hugo Boss. So for those of you coming from course 2, you remember we had an assignment that required us to use the name of this item as the key and the number of occurrence as the value, the frequency. And we try to implement this. We can easily do that by using this counter. And all I can just do here is to say in one line, print counter my items. So this is automatically just going to do that we did so long. Collections, not collection. So I will clear and I will run again and we'll have it printed. Rolex, it has 4 occurrence, Gucci 3, Hublot has 3. So we see how we implemented this just using one line by just calling the counter function and passing the list through that function. We can also use something we call order dict. It's a subclass of a dictionary, just like counter is, but what this remembers the order. Dictionary doesn't remember the order in which keys were inserted, but order dict does. So we can actually implement using order dict. So let's say we import, we'll just remove this print. Let's say we're going to import order dict, and we want to say we have a dictionary of items, and what we want to do here is we want to remove an item from it and reinsert it to see that the order dict actually remembers the order of insertion of items. So if I say my order dict like this, so my order dict, and I don't want to do it like this, my order dict is order dict, and then I'll create a dictionary of items. Let's say I'll use this Gucci 3, Hublot 3, Rolex 4, and then I want to print out all of the keys and values of this order dict, and then I'll remove an item and I'll print it out again. So I'll say for key value in my order dict dot items, I want to print key and value like this. If I print this out, we see what is printed out: Gucci 3, Hublot 3, Rolex 4. Now if I come here to say I want to pop, let's say my order dict dot pop, and I want to pop, let's say Rolex, for instance. So I'm going to pop Rolex. So order dict dot pop Rolex. It removes Rolex. Rolex is the last. So let's remove something that is the first. Let's say Gucci, like this. So that when we remove it and we reinsert it, we are not going to get this remembering the order of insertion and printed out to the page in a different order. So we have, let's say my order dict Gucci is equal to 2. So we're now inserting something there, and we want to print this. So just repeat this print statement here. So all we want to illustrate is how the order dict remembers the order in which the keys were inserted. So the first time we print, we have Gucci, Hublot, Rolex, and the next time we have Hublot, Rolex, Gucci, because it's inserted last. We also have a function called chain map from the collections module that we can use to encapsulate many dictionaries into a single unit. And let's say, for instance, I have something like my dict 1, and this one is equal to let's say 1, 2, my dict 2, and my dict 3, D is equal to 5. If I now say my dict now is now equal to, I'll now use chain map, my dict 1, 2, 3. Now what this will do is to print it in reverse. 3 will come before 2 before 1 of the dictionary object. And so when I say for I in my dict, print I want to print I and my dict I, and then I will clear here and run, and we'll get it print D is 5, B is 2, C is 4, A is 1, just like we had here. So we can say print, we can use the format string F, and so we can say I is equal to, and we format this, and then the print value will come out like this. So we have merged all dictionaries using the chain map like this to produce it. So we can see that the last dictionary is printed first, and then the second dictionary, then the first dictionary we added. So if you want the from first to last, you have to state them in reverse order. So you can reset the other collection types and make examples with them. You can try looking at the default dict, the name tuple, the DQ, the user dict, the user list, the user string, but you get the idea and the concepts of what the collection module holds. And this is where we end this lesson. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.